This is Dr. Infinity. Welcome to White Pill Media. I'm once again talking about X-Men Evolution. I have crawled back into the proverbial womb, if you will. I just wanted to give this a shot. You know, this is a show I saw a bit when I was a kid, and I don't know, I just wanted to kind of see some X-Men shit. So, overall, I really like the series. This little episode is going to be just kind of a general review. I'm not going to, go just episode by episode talking about what I liked. I will point out, like, the bigger stuff that I enjoyed. And, yeah, spoilers and all that for the show. I liked it overall. I haven't really read any X-Men comics, you know. But, yeah, it may be somewhat interested in checking them out. This was just kind of a little rant video, some of the stuff I didn't really cover from the other videos I've done in Evolution. You can check those out. They're mainly just like compilations and such. But yeah, if you haven't seen the show, you know, I think it's worth checking out. It made me more interested in X-Men. You know, I don't know if this is the best of for everything that they got or whatever, but I'm happy I gave it a shot. I was really surprised by, like, the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, you know. I don't really know them super well, but you kind of just like them as just kind of bumbling, you know, fuck-up villains. I like Toad and Blob. They were sweet. Blob kidnapping Jean Grey is, that's great, like, Incel Kino, there you fucking go. I actually surprisingly enjoyed, like, Rogue and Cyclops, because from what I looked up, they're not, like, a thing in the comics, like, ever, you know, but Rogue I liked as a character, and yeah, I'm even checking out the 90s show right now, because, you know, why the fuck not? I've already done Wolverine the X-Men, I've done Evolution, and there are some parts of the 90s show I like, I'll point them out. Rogue's still good in the 90s show, so it's nice to know that she's consistently good.
You look nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
But some other things in the 90s show is, you know, in Evolution, Cyclops, he drives the convertible, right? He drives a convertible. And in in the 90s show, in the second episode, Wolverine fucks up Cyclops' car and says that he just got him a convertible, and I don't know, there's just this autistic part of me that has to wonder if that's a fucking reference or not, but Anna, it's cool. It's really cool. I hope I'm right.
Cyclops, I made him a convertible.
What happened isn't his fault.
The Wolverine stuff I liked. He seemed like a nice enough mentor and all that, without, like, just constantly, like, bitching about his past and all that. Because from, like, the movies and just, like, general X-Men knowledge, he always comes across as, like, this tortured guy and, like, Weapon X and all that shit. I did not know that X-23 was original to Evolution. I didn't know that. I thought she was, like, just established in the comics or something, but I guess she became popular enough in this show to where she just took on her own, like, role. Batman the Animated Series, Harley Quinn was the same way, where Harley Quinn was original to the TV show, and then she became popular enough to warrant, you know, getting off the screen and just, yeah, becoming a lot bigger. She was that popular. So that was interesting to see. So I like Rogue. I like all of the people, you know, all of the X-Men, like in blah, blah, blah. I know mutants are an allegory for, like, blacks and gays and acceptance and all that shit, right? But, like, isn't there, like, a really, really strong argument to be made that mutants should be segregated, at least in schools for sure, because they might not be able to control their powers? Like, and Rogue's obviously a good person. We like Rogue, and we want her to feel accepted and all that. But she does accidentally put a kid in a coma for 3 months. You know, if I was a parent at that school, I'd be obviously really fucking concerned that there might be another accident. She might not be able to control herself, and it could end up being really dangerous. So, yeah, the allegory just kind of falls apart for me, where it's just like, it makes sense that, like, special needs kids, you don't always put them in the classroom with the normal kids because they have special needs. They need, like, a personal or like a teaching assistant or whoever to be with them, and make sure that they're doing okay and they're getting the care and the attention that they need. And I feel like, wouldn't that also be the same for the majority of mutants, where they might need some extra precaution and help to get through the day? So I don't really see what would be morally wrong with having, like, kind of a segregation or such for mutants in schools. So to me, that allegory just kind of falls apart. I don't know. It's whatever. Pyro just watching Magneto get killed over and over and over again. That's great. I really like him. He's sweet. I thought when they were introducing those new mutants that the dog girl, I thought that was like some writer's fetish or something, but my friends told me that she's like a real character in the comics from like Scotland. So I'm like, okay. I still feel like whoever the comic book writer was, it's a little too specific, or I don't know. It's a little too strange. You know what I mean? It's a little too strange. Overall, I thought the episodes were pretty good. There are definitely some weaker ones here and there that don't really add or do anything, I guess. Or they're not even like really good filler. But probably like the most cringe thing would be the like female empowerment, the Sirens episode, which is like, holy fuck, man. That was some bad shit. That was not good, and it turns into like this weird music video and all that. It's whatever. It's just whatever. I don't know a ton about the Morlocks or those kinds of people or anything. They're just like the ugly mutants, you know what I mean? But they're the mutants who aren't like hot teenagers that just, like, oh, I have mind powers. It's like, oh, my hands are like purple and scaly and I can't walk outside without people screaming, or like, oh, I have just like 20 fucking eyes now. That's my mutation. Isn't that a great mutation? Like, I guess they're those kinds of mutants. So they live underground. Anyway, there's this episode with them like literally stealing from dumpsters to have enough to eat. And I thought, are you kidding me? Like, it reminds me of South Park with like the fucking creamed corn. You know what I mean? Like, Xavier lives in a fucking mansion. He can't raise like a fucking food drive for the goddamn Morlocks. You know what I mean? Just send them some food, man. Because they're literally eating garbage. I don't know. It was kind of funny to me. You think Xavier might send him like a box of canned food, like shit we wouldn't eat. You got some goddamn dog food, right? That'd be something. Whatever.
Only a few cans have been donated to our canned food drive. And can't we do a little better than creamed corn, and creamed corn? Please bring in more diverse food, children, or else Kenny's family is going to have a pretty corny Thanksgiving.
Got some other stuff on the channel. It's kind of a hodgepodge of like reviews and such. If you're interested in more like X-Men stuff, I'm probably going to cover the 90s show in a few weeks. I'm only like just done with like the first season. There's like 76 episodes. So that's going to take a while. But yeah, I'll have some other reviews of some other shit that I'm working on. That's it. Dr. Infinity out.